Hello दोस्तों, back to the channel. This is Ateeq. So we are discussing places in news. Okay, चलो दोस्तों quickly पढ़ते हैं. First topic here is Eurasian Economic Union. So this is a economic union of 5 nations: Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Russia. Okay, so just it's a kind of economic integration for the purpose of development of the economy in this region. So why are we studying this Eurasian Economic Union? So because India is in talks with this Eurasian Economic Union to develop the free trade agreement. So that's why it is important for us to know what is this Eurasian Economic Union and what are the countries involved in it. So look at this here, guys. In the theory, this Eurasian Economic Union is an ambitious project for economic integration in the former Soviet region. So previously, the countries that were belonging to this USSR, out of these countries, 5 countries came together for the economic integration purposes. So it is very important to know what are those nations: Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Armenia, and Kyrgyzstan. See here, guys, there is no Azerbaijan. And also, please know that we are having good relations with all these 5 countries. Okay, only this much you need to know. Just have a basic idea what is the Eurasian Economic Union. Please see here, we do not have the Azerbaijan. Now, similar, there is a one kind of security organization. Once you know this thing, you also need to know collective security trade organization. Similar to the NATO, you have the CSTO. But NATO की तरह इतना powerful नहीं है, but aims and objectives are same. What is the basic principle behind the NATO? So it is called collective security. जैसे कि we do these things in a school ना, if someone attacks our friend, okay, so there will be group of friends. If one friend is getting attacked, we all will go and attack those things. So the same thing, even in the NATO, there are group of countries. If any country attacks any of the nation, so it will be taken as a kind of attack over the other nations as well. So this is a concept of collective security, and same thing is being followed by the CSTO. Similar to the NATO, to protect themselves from the NATO's aggression. This is why these regions have came together, formed a grouping. Like before, there used to be a kind of Warsaw Pact, but after USSR disintegration, this Warsaw has um, has gone outside. Okay, it is no more in place. Now we have this CSTO. So which are the nations that are there in the CSTO? The nations are same, just like we have this these 5 countries. Belarus, Armenia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Russia. There is one more country that you need to know. That is Tajikistan. Okay, these are the 6 countries that are there in this area. Earlier, Uzbekistan also used to be there, but it has quit. So you need to know the proper location of these countries. See here, Kazakhstan is here, Tajikistan is here. It is better if you guys also know the capitals of these countries. So there is currently the thing is going on, a news issue is going on between the Armenia and the Azerbaijan. What is happening here? Okay. See here, guys, there is a country Armenia, which we have seen, which is also part of this collective security treaty organization and also Eurasian Economic Union. See here also it is shown. Here you have the Azerbaijan, here you have the Armenia. Now there is a dispute going on between the Azerbaijan and the Armenia. What is the dispute? Within the Azerbaijan, you have this Nagorno Karabakh region. Okay, this is the region, and this region is primarily having the ethnicity of the Armenia people. Okay, the ethnic group is Armenia. Okay, now these guys are asking for independence, means separatism tendencies are going on. Azerbaijan says these are being provoked by the Armenia. Now, can you see here? There is a small corridor that is connecting this province, Nagorno Karabakh region of the Azerbaijan, connecting to the Armenia. So this province is called Lachin Corridor. Okay, it is very important, Lachin Corridor in the news, where they can ask. So this Lachin Corridor, narrow strip of corridor, is connecting Armenia to this Nagorno Karabakh region of the Azerbaijan. And now the Azerbaijan, because of the increasing separatism tendencies that are happening, now Azerbaijan has got full access, full control on this. Previously, there was an agreement that this space will be left free without control of Azerbaijan. This was the agreement that was happened between the 2020, and Russia only brokered it. But now, because of this issue, Azerbaijan has to full control over it. Now, Armenia से भाई हम तो ये CSTO ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में है, हमारे पे अटैक चल रहा है और आप कुछ कर नहीं रहे हो रशिया साहब. तो अर्मीनिया भाई सबको गुस्सा आ गया, and they said कि we will go out of this CSTO. So because of this thing, all these things are in the news: Lachin Corridor, CSTO, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and majorly this important province that is in the news. Okay, so this was, it is given here, Nagorno Karabakh profile, whatever things I have mentioned here, it is given here. Okay, so apart from this, another thing that is in the news is the European Free Trade Association, EFTA. So this EFTA is a kind of group that is Western European countries. This is an intergovernmental organization that comprises of these 4 nations: Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and the Switzerland. These are the 4 countries. Now, why are we bothered about this thing? Obviously, because India has made a free trade agreement with this group of nations, European Free Trade Association. With them, we have made a agreement. So that's why we need to know what are the 4 countries that are involved in this. So, and some of the provisions are also important. This is the first time in this treaty we are taking a kind of commitment from them. So we said, okay, so generally what is free trade agreement? When we say free trade agreement means, if there is a X country and this is a India, when goods come from X country to the India, we reduce tariffs on them. Okay, we will bring them taxes almost to the 0. In the same way, when goods move from India towards this X country, this country will also reduce the taxes. Okay, and this can be expanded in the scope. Okay, so they can also do the investment and they can set up their business, and their business will be treated on par with the business that are present in the India. So there can be a comprehensive cooperation agreement. So like this, these kind of agreements, PTA, FTA, it will go on extend. CECA, CEPA, you might have heard these things, right? So this is a kind of expansion of such kind of agreements between the 2 nations. Currently, we are at the stage of the FTA with this group. So, but what is the important thing here? Here, we made this FTA under the basic promise from this EFTA group that that in the next 15 years, there will be investment of $100 billion in India. Because of this thing, employment can be created in India. With this promise, we said, acha, okay, chalo, we will reduce the tariffs on some of your products that are coming into the India. But at the same time, in order to protect our dairy industry, we have not compromised on it. Okay, India will continue to protect also interest. See here, okay, before coming to this thing, just a second. Yeah. So apart from this, we are also trying to protect our interest regarding this generic drugs. Now, what is this interest regarding the generic drugs? So you guys already know this thing. Let's say I'm X company. I have invented a kind of a drug, a kind of medicine I have invented. Now I will, in order to encourage my innovation, I will be given a kind of incentive of 20 years. Till 20 years, suppose this is the drug I have invented, paracetamol. Just hypothetically, I'm saying, okay. So for 20 years, no one can develop this drug. This is what a right has been given to me. Okay, so what does this mean? So that is called the patent right. That is an exclusive right that is given for me. Okay, so globally also everywhere this process goes on. But in India, this process of offering the patents are little strict. Okay, so this is one thing. Now these Western nations, they also, instead of offering the patent, they also offer data exclusivity. What is this data exclusivity? Now, I have developed the paracetamol. While developing the paracetamol, I have developed various kind of data, okay, on which person it is working, on which age group it is working, what kind of chemical composition I need to use, what is this molecular formula, all this is a kind of data. Now, this data, if it is in the public domain, later on, after expiry of this 20 years, now another person, X person, can come and use this data and can develop this generic medicine easily. A generic medicine can be used. A generic medicine means, what is the generic medicine? Generic medicine means it will have same effect, same molecular composition and all. Everything is same, but brand name is different. Okay, that is called the generic medicine that can be developed after the expiry of the patent. But it can be developed only if I have access to the data, or else I have to go through all the clinical trials again. Western nations, they also, instead of offering the patent, they also offer the data exclusivity. But India does not offer the data exclusivity. Please note, this is very important point. Very, very, very important point. What is the data exclusivity? They can ask in the prelims. Now, this group of nations, they have asked for the data exclusivity. However, India has denied this data exclusivity only till the patent protection will be offered. That's what I have written here. And also, if the investment is not done, this deal can be renegotiated. Okay, out of the 4 nations, Switzerland is a nation where which is the largest trading partner followed by the Norway, and we also have this trade deficit with the Switzerland largely due to the because of the imports of the gold. Okay, so we have also excluded sensitive areas like agriculture and dairy from the tariff reduction. So these are the points that you need to know, and the questions can be asked. Because of these kind of free trade agreements, this is going to benefit us to improve our relationships with the with this group of nations, and eventually we can also develop the free trade agreements with the European Union. Okay, guys, I hope this session has helped you. We have done the aspects of the IR, we have done the aspects of the mapping location. Please like, share, and subscribe if you guys are liking the video, and share it with your friends as well. And mention if you're liking the video in the comment box as well. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye bye. Study well.